त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Shri Mataji, everyone. Hope you've been having a good week. Oh, 2 days of the week. We're just waiting for Chris to come on. Hello, Chris.
How
How
you going? How are you?
Very good, thank you. I was just saying, I hope you've had a good week, and I realized it's only the second day of the week still. So how have you been?
Busy. So I've already had one foot soak, and I'm just going to have another one now during this
Oh,
program.
fantastic. Great. Actually, yes, that brings us to today's exciting session. We've got a little bit more talk in depth of Shri Mataji on the spirit and how, that kind of relates in the sense of our spiritual growth, I suppose, or our growth in meditation and stuff. But as you say, we'll have the now what I don't have a foot soak ready today, but Chris has had a foot soak. Chris has got a foot soak session, so it's a great way to recap. Now I think so. We'll just Chris is going to switch his. There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And what we have with foot soak last couple of times when we have done the foot soak, we have done the affirmations, we have done the balancing, we've done different working on different energy centers. So what we have today lined for you is the first session that we would have done with you, which is the self-realization process by Shri Mataji, that is using the affirmations to ask the awakening of this energy within us to be able to have this experience of vibrations to connect with ourselves. So we'll kind of replay that. And I think a great, another way of doing that is when we first do it, we ask Mother, give me pure knowledge, Mother, give me my self realization. But once you've got that trigger and once you've got the self-realization, that's kind of like putting the seed into the earth and it's starting to germinate. But now the seed needs to establish the roots, the trees need to grow, the leaves, the branches, so the tree is establishing. So that process that we use the first time can still be used because it's still awakening more of your kundalini energy. It is still expressing that desire that you want. So there's no rule that you've done it once and you don't do it ever again. You can just, whenever you feel like it, you can still put your hand and say, Mother, please let me be the spirit. Mother, I am the spirit. Mother, am I the spirit? So all of this is just part of that growth process that you can use. So let's well, if you're watching on YouTube, you can pause and go get yourself a foot soak bucket. If not, just as I'm doing, sit in meditation without the foot soak bucket. Just recapping for foot soak though, we've got a little tub with ankle height water in there, just to make sure your ankle the water is above your ankle level. We use hot water or warm water if you're feeling a little bit left-sided. So if you're feeling emotional, if you're feeling you've had a emotionally tough day, a little bit kind of, because that's our left side. So when we're getting that imbalance towards the left side, it's called what we say the moon channel. So it's getting colder and colder. So we're using the warmth to kind of defrost ourselves. And so the water that you sit in can be nice warm water. If you've had a really busy, exhausting day where you're feeling a little bit, agitated, you've had whatever reason, had to think a lot, plan a lot, generally we are draining the energy from the right side. So that's the sun channel. We're trying to cool it down, so we use cool water. So
This
it's
is cooler
really
water.
very much, it's really absolutely being your own master to decide what you need at that time. So we have the water there, and I think we use about a handful of salt that Chris has got. Yes. Now, part of the foot soak process. Now, what we also need is a little towel on the side and an extra jug of water. The reason for the extra jug of water is the foot soak bucket is a finite quantity of water that we've got that's absorbing your negative energy. So when you take your feet out, you've got some of that water kind of hanging around. You don't want it on your carpets and your mats and stuff. So it's just used to rinse that the foot soak water off your feet into the tub before you get it out. So for that reason, you can sit with some paper towel or another kind of towel on the side where you can wipe your feet. So it doesn't wet the floor and the carpet and mess up the carpet with the spot that you're having your meditation in. So those are the basic things that are needed. Before we start a foot soak, we do what Chris is doing, which is vibrate the water. So the water, as a simple water, now is vibrated, which is increasing its affinity to absorb the negative energy from your system that during your foot soak. I suppose during the day when you're running around and doing so many things, you also tend to kind of absorb energies. Apart from our own imbalances, you tend to absorb. So the foot soak is a really, really good cleansing technique to do in the evenings when you get back or before going to bed. It's kind of like having a shower. When you're working in the garden, you're dirty, you're sweaty, come in, have a shower, feel fresh. That's basically foot soak for our spirit, isn't it, Chris?
Yes,
Yeah.
very good. It's
So
the essential technique in Sahaja Yoga.
Absolutely. So he's put the bandhan on the water. Now he puts his feet in, and this is where we all join by raising our kundalinis and putting ourselves in a bandhan. Keep your attention settled on the Sahasrara and put yourself in a bandhan, which is 2 semicircles, left to right and back to left again. Just keeping your attention on the Sahasrara, just watching as your hand is moving across to see whether you can feel those vibrations moving around, putting that armor, the protection around your auras, around your energy centers. Excellent. So just place your hands on your lap. A few nice deep breaths in and out. And we'll just go through the affirmations of the video through the video.
The most important thing is to get the experience of self-realization. So the first thing is to get connected to this all-pervading power. This is extremely simple, which you cannot achieve by reading, by studying, or by doing anything. It is not a mental act, but it's a living happening. Please close your eyes. So now raise your right hand on the left hand side on your heart. And here you have to say with full confidence again, Mother, I am the pure spirit. Mother, I am the pure spirit. I have told you that this all-pervading power is the ocean of knowledge, ocean of compassion, ocean of bliss. But above all, it is the ocean of forgiveness, and whatever mistakes you have committed, can be easily dissolved by it. So please forgive yourself and put your right hand at the corner of your neck and your shoulder and turn your head to your right. Here you have to say, Mother, I am not guilty at all. Please say this. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Whether you forgive or you don't forgive, you don't do anything. But if you don't forgive, then you play into wrong hands. Here, now you put your right hand on top of your forehead and put it down. From your heart you have to say, Mother, I forgive everyone. And don't think about the people whom you have to forgive. Just say, Mother, I forgive everyone in general. Don't think about them. Please forgive me if I have done anything wrong, knowingly or unknowingly. Say it from your heart. Stretch your palm fully and put it the center of your palm on the fontanelle bone area, which was a soft bone in your childhood. Now press back your fingers as far as possible. And with the pressure, move your scalp. Move it clockwise slowly. Now here, again, I cannot force self-realization on you. You have to ask for it. So move your hand so that you move the scalp well with the pressure, saying 7 times, Mother, please give me self-realization. Mother, please give me self-realization. Now take down your hands, put both the hands towards me like this. Like that.
Just keep your attention a couple of inches above the Sahasrara. I just request, Mother, please establish my self-realization. Mother, please establish my self-realization. Please let me experience thoughtless awareness. Just watch your thoughts, let them go by. If you find you can't stop your thoughts, just Open your eyes and just watch the red spot on Shri Mataji's forehead. Mother, I'm not this thought. I am the spirit. With your attention on top of the head, just watch your hands to see what you're feeling. If they're both the same, if not, as we usually do, you can balance the left and the right side. Balance the left, we place our right hand towards Mother Earth. I say, Mother, please let all our imbalances from our left side be absorbed into the Mother Earth. Keeping our right hand on our lap, left hand towards the ether. Mother, let all the imbalances, all the overactivity of our attention, all that planning, thinking, Mother, let all the imbalances of our right side be absorbed or dissolved into the ether element. So that's about 10-15 minutes. We've had the foot soak when we do. So normally when we are foot soaking, as it is a finite quantity of water, with the salt and the water together representing the sea, the earth and the water element together, we usually try and finish the foot soak within about 15 minutes at the most, 10 to 15 minutes. So as Chris would do, just rinsing your feet into the water. And if you're meditating, just keep your attention centered on top of the Sahasrara. Mother, please let me be in the present. And you can just bandhan the foot soak water again to keep the negative energy contained within the water. And just put the water aside while we continue with today's program of meditation. And after the program finishes, please flush the water down the toilet, rinse the bucket, and put it aside. Generally, the bucket then is kept solely for foot soak purposes. Keeping our attention on the top of our head, Mother, please let me be in the present, and we'll listen to Shri Mataji's talk.
So the brain is controlled through the spirit. How? That around the heart there are 7 auras. Which can be multiplied into any number. 7 raised to power 1600, which are the ones which watch the 7 chakras raised to power 1600, 16,000, sorry. Now this spirit is watching through this aura, watching, I am again saying watching, through this aura. Can you sit down? Can you sit down? I think it is okay. There's no need to bother once you have put it in. This aura is watching the behavior of your 7 centers in your brain. Is also watching all the nerves that are working in the brain, watching again. But when you bring the spirit into your brain, then you go 2 steps ahead. Because when your Kundalini rises, she touches the Sadashiva, and Sadashiva informs the spirit. Informs in the sense reflects in the spirit. So that's the first state where the watching auras start communicating to your different chakras in the brain and integrating it. But when you bring your spirit to your brain, this is the second state. Then you really become self-realized in the full way. In the full way. Because then yourself, that is the spirit, becomes your brain. Action is very dynamic. It opens then the 5th dimension in the human being. First, when you become realized, collectively conscious, and start raising the Kundalini, you cross the 4th dimension. But when your spirit comes into your brain, then you become the 5th dimension, means you become the doer. Our brain now, for example, says, all right, lift this thing up When you touch it with your hand, you lift it up. You are the doer. But when the brain becomes the spirit is the doer. And when spirit is the doer, then you become a complete Shiva, self-realized. In that state, if you get angry, you are not attached. You are not an attached person to anything whatsoever. If you possess anything, you are not attached. You cannot attach because spirit is detachment. Complete detachment. You don't bother about any attachments whatsoever. Even for a second you are not attached. Now, I would say, to understand the detachment of spirit, we should study ourselves very well, clearly. How are we attached? We are attached, firstly, by our brain. Mostly by our brain. Because all our conditionings are in our brain and all our ego is also in our brain. So all emotional attachments are through our brain and all our egoistical attachments also are through our brain. That's why it is said that after realization one must try to practice the Shiva Tattva by practicing detachment. Now, how do you practice this detachment? सगळ्यांना इंग्लिश समजता है ना थोडं थोडं? In the practice of Sahaja Yoga, you have to rise higher. You have to improve your own instrument and not the instrument of others. This is one thing I should do. For definite. Now you just watch your attention very simply. Watch it. As soon as you start watching yourself, your attention, you will become more identified with your spirit. Because if you have to watch your attention, you have to be your spirit. Otherwise, how will you watch it? So now see, where is your attention going? First, the attachment is in all gross ways to your body. So we see Shiva, there is no attachment to it. He sleeps anywhere. He goes to the cemeteries and he sleeps there. Because he's not attached, he can never be caught up by any boots or anything, nothing of the kind. He's detached. The detachment is to be watched and seen through your own attachments. Now, because you are realized souls, not yet, the spirit has not come into your brain, of course, but still you are realized souls. So what you can do is at least to watch your attention is enough. You can watch your attention very clear by seeing where your attention is going. And then controlling your attention also is very simple. To control your attention, you have to just Remove your attention from this to that. Try to change your priority. All this has to be done now, after realization, a complete time.
Just keep your attention, close your eyes, attention on the top of the head, and just watch. Just allow the thoughts to float by without reacting to them. I'm not this thought. Part of that working and letting the spirit establish in the brain, the spirit that is me, mine, without the ego, the superego, to be a witness. So to help that process, we request a little prayer, the desire for that. Mother, please give me the strength to introspect, the strength to witness myself. Please give me the strength to face myself and to correct myself. We'll just have a little video with Shri Mataji just giving a technique to help us develop that strength, that fearlessness to face ourselves without judging, without reacting, and to give us that strength to correct ourselves.
You hold your breath 3 times and think in your heart that I am the mother of the universe. That's all. This has to be corrected. There's a problem there, that's why. Unless until you correct this problem, attention, not only the attention, but even Kundalini goes there. So you have to correct that thing, which I noticed yesterday. You have a centered heart, but you have come to Sahaja Yoga now. I mean, few days back, it will get corrected in no time. Right? You have to put your right hand towards the photograph, left hand here, and you have to hold your breath. All of you can do it. Hold your breath and say Jagdamba, Jagdamba, Jagdamba. Now you are holding the breath. So how can you say? You have to think. Now leave it. Again hold it once more. Put your left hand, right hand towards me. Good. Now leave it. Again hold it. Now leave it. Alright? That's fine. May God bless.
Place both your hands back on your lap. From our center heart, we move our attention to the middle of our forehead, the Agya Chakra. And Chris will just lead us through a meditation.
Thank you, Rita. So, great impediments to our ascent are our egos and superegos. So, from our heart, we have to forgive everyone. Say the affirmation: I forgive. I forgive. Has to be felt and come from your heart. I forgive everyone. And I also forgive myself. I forgive myself. For all my wrong seeking. And all the things that I've done to hurt others. I forgive myself. And also, I ask for forgiveness. For all divine pervading power. Please forgive me for any mistakes I've made against my spirit. Please forgive me for all the mistakes I've made against my spirit, whether that was knowingly or unknowingly. Please forgive me. So let's now listen to a bija mantra, which is just fundamentally, I forgive. I forgive myself.
The element for the Agya is the fire, so it's great to watch the video, or you can just close your eyes and listen, up to you.
Hum.
Sham Hum Sham Hum Sham Hum Sham.
Moving our attention to the top of the head, just above. Just enjoying that silence for a few minutes. I'm neither this ego nor the superego. I am the spirit. Please let the light of my spirit enlighten my brain. Now we finish off the meditation by raising our kundalinis and putting a bandhan on. Shri Mataji, thank you very much.
Thank you, Rita. That was very nice.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Now, normally we say thank you, we'll see you same place, same time, but that's not the case for next week.
And we're shifting days.
We're shifting days, that's right.
Yeah. And also we're shifting times because of daylight saving in the East Coast or New South Wales.
New South Wales, that's right. Yes. So your time remains the same, ours changes. That's right.
Yeah. So it's shifting from Tuesdays to Wednesdays, and Sydney time is shifting from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
But Perth, it remains the same at 7 p.m. and the same in Brisbane. So it's wherever there is daylight saving.
Do you have daylight saving or not?
No, we don't. No.
It doesn't come later.
No, it doesn't come at all. There was a lobby, it's a strong lobby against daylight saving.
Yeah.
So we're different in a lot of ways, and that's one of the ways we're different.
Which is good. Yes. So, well, a couple of things. One is, yes, that's very, as you say, that the times are changing and again, this will just be for the New South Wales. Adelaide changes also, I'm presuming, but they will still remain. So theirs will be at 9:30 instead of 8:30. So we better double check that and post that. It'll be on our WhatsApp timesheet.
Yeah. So the websites haven't been adjusted yet. They'll be adjusted, and keep in touch.
The times will be, yes. So talking about website, before we go to the website, yes, as we say, it's really, really important when we are talking about, as Shri Mataji was talking about, establishing that how many strands the Kundalini has. So every time you're meditating, every time you're cleansing yourself, more and more strands will awaken within us. So the intensity I suppose, of the energy of the Kundalini is increasing, and so also does our meditation and the meditation experience. The amount of time we can stay in thoughtless awareness, and all those things that come with it. So part of that then to achieve is that we do need to practice meditation and be in meditation. So generally morning and evening is great, at least 5 to 10 minutes first when you get up, when you come back in the evening, having a foot soak is very important. So part of that process is we've got a website that has all our resources, all video clips, music, little talks of Shri Mataji. I think Mitya is going to put that on the screen at www.freemeditation.com.au/learn. So there's a few different pages on the freemeditation.com.au site. So please make sure you have the /learn on there. And within that, Learn to Meditate is the course that we are going through, yes. And within that, you've got the Tuesday, a lot of videos from the Tuesday, the Monday and the Tuesday sessions, the Monday sessions that are run from Canberra, the Tuesday sessions, which now will be Wednesday sessions from next week that are run with Perth in conjunction with South Australia. So if you go down the, yes, so there's two different things. You can join our WhatsApp group is later, isn't it? Okay. So this is where you join us through Zoom and YouTube, or if you're already a member with our WhatsApp group, you just join from there, which makes it easier. Now there's a lot of the recorded sessions. You can go and utilize those, the recorded sessions, to do your meditation. So you don't have to listen to the whole 1 hour session. You can just forward to where the meditation is and just do a meditation for the day, either the morning or the evening. So both the Perth and the Canberra meditations are there, but also if you go further down the sheet, you've actually got plenty. Yeah, WhatsApp, here you go. You can join the WhatsApp group, which means that it gives you an opportunity to ask questions. And please do feel free to join us on the Zoom sessions, because then you kind of have an opportunity to ask questions, post questions, and we can have a little chit chat session at the end. The beginners courses is there because there are a few 21-day courses or 7-day courses that they they do through the year. And if you're interested, you can join up with that. But down the bottom, this is where is the area of interest, which we're saying. So part of that process, if you go in here, the fact that you're going and looking for a session for meditation, or looking for a music for meditation, or just to sit, have a photo, have a candle. I just want to sit for 10 minutes. And that itself is that desire that you're expressing to be in meditation. So already, the Kundalini starts to awaken, starts to work, your attention starts to settle down. So as you can see, you've got videos, you've got music, you've got little talks of Shri Mataji. If you're feeling, just watching your vibration, seeing what you're feeling, you're not sure, all your chakra charts are there. So you can look at those. So that's the part of the growth process, that self-analysis. What am I feeling? Well, which energy center is catching? There's charts that then tell you, what are the reasons they might catch. And part of that meditation we did today, that center heart, is that giving that strength to introspect, the strength to face yourself. Is that, why is it catching? Is that right? Do I do this? Do I not do this? Okay, how do I correct? So then from then on, you're kind of, as we were saying, you're watching yourself. A reaction happens. Okay, why we are reacting? And then that kind of becomes that process of growth and deepening with the meditation and stuff like that. So I will let Chris add on a little bit to this.
Oh, just if you join the WhatsApp group, you'll get little mini meditations and inspirations just to
Yes. And I
to-
think Lynn posts a meditation every day anyway, which is really, really great. And little links, little sessions are posted every day to help you with that. And then in the evening when you're doing your foot soak, you can use it, or just have some music from here or one of the videos from here as you wish. But twice a day, fantastic.
or listen to it in the car.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so hope you have enjoyed today's session. Thank you very much for your presence, and thank you for your attention.
Yeah. And thank you, Mitya, for supporting us.
Absolutely.
In the background.
That's without saying. Fantastic. Thank you.
We'll
Thanks.
see you next week on Wednesday.
See you next week on Wednesday, 10 o'clock Sydney time. See you. Yes.
Thank you, Rita. It was really great.
स्फटिकरचितपीठ रम्यकैलासशृङ्गे स्फटिकरचितपीठ रम्यकैलासशृङ्गे विगतकमलपात्रे अर्चन्ते महेशा कार्यद्रुत ज्ञानविद्या कार्यद्रुत ज्ञानविद्या पीतवर्णाय ताक्षे सुकरवीर्यमुक्ता भैरवी सब चक्रों में तू